Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another general collective energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be a message. So with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So you could be seeing like 8211 a lot, 456 a lot, 1111 a lot, or 144 a lot. March of 1983 could be significant. Somebody could be from Tennessee or North Carolina, or those states are significant. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a J, a H, or a K. Let's look into this angel number 8211 really quick. Somebody definitely could be receiving some type of information. This information, could, like be beneficial with helping somebody, like to get a balance or, like maintain some type of balance. I don't know if this balance has something to do, with like finances or something about, like a bank account balance. That's significant for somebody. But let's just look into this angel number 8211. Ultimately, the angel number 8211 centers around inner wisdom and strength. The number serves as a reminder to tap into our internal resources. When we look within, we can often find the answers we need. It's time to trust ourselves and the universe. The next step is to take decisive action toward our dreams. When you see angel number 8211, your angels are reminding you of your own immense strength and the wisdom you have gained through your life experiences. Both inner wisdom and strength are essential for individuals to live a fulfilling and purposeful life. When you tap into your inner wisdom and strength, you learn how to use it to navigate your life with courage, confidence, and compassion. In essence, developing these aspects of ourselves requires self-awareness, self-acceptance, and self-love. So the angel number 8211 encourages you to reflect on your own experiences and learn from them. By doing so, you become empowered to face and overcome whatever challenges you may encounter. The angelic realm is with you to support you through your journey. So if you've been seeing the angel number 8211 a lot, it may indeed be an encouraging message from the angels. They are here to help you in every way they can, so trust them with your journey and watch as you experience inner transformation and growth. So something about going within. So maybe, like somebody, is about to, receive some information, again, like to help them to either create a balance or, to stay, balanced. If you are in an unhealthy relationship and you've been seeing this angel number a lot, it might be a sign from the angels that if you look within, you know what you need to do. It's a signal that you are strong enough to make the best decision for yourself, and it's time to stand in your power and trust the decisions you make in life. If you are single or in a healthy relationship, it might be a sign from the angels that you should take the time to get to know yourself. Invest time in self-love and discover what truly makes your heart sing. When we fall in love with ourselves first, it paves the way for true love with another. If you have been feeling stuck in your job or uninspired, the angel number 8211 may be your cue to take a step back and reassess. Take time to reflect on what truly makes you happy, what fulfills you, and how you can use your talents in the most meaningful way. By doing so, you will gain a better understanding of yourself as well as clarity on how to move forward. When you take time to reflect on what brings out your true passion and creativity, you will be able to find the work that truly makes you happy. If you enjoy your current job, the angel number can also be a reminder to trust your capabilities and take pride in all that you do. In order to progress further in your career, it's important to have faith in yourself and believe that you are worthy of achieving your goals. Seeing the angel number 8211 can bring about many positive changes in your life. First of all, this number is a call to action from the angels, encouraging you to start looking within for answers to your questions. To do this, you need to take time to self-reflect. Ask yourself questions such as, what do I truly want in life, and what is my purpose? It can help if you write down your thoughts and begin the process of self-discovery. So somebody, is being called to action here, or being called, like to take some type of action. So let's see what's going on, y'all. At the bottom of the deck, we got a gift. So somebody, could be receiving, like a gift. This could be a physical gift. This could be, like a spiritual gift. Or somebody, is being, told, to use, the God given gifts, that they were, like given. You know what I mean? When it comes, to creating a balance, or when it comes to, in their career, or like in their love life, not saying like abusing your gifts, but like somebody could have like the gift of humanitarianism, so the gift of giving, pretty much. So somebody is being told like to like utilize that gift, like in all aspects of their life. That's what I feel like the Most High is trying to tell somebody. But then we have the platform card. So somebody, could have a platform, or, for those of you, that could be, like, wanting to start, like some type of platform. It could be a social media platform. It would be a good time, you're being called to, called to action. Holy Spirit, what is it that we need to know? Way too many. The little girl energy card slipped out. I'm gonna put it back. But maybe like somebody needs to go within, and deal with like some type of inner childhood wounds, or like deal with the like inner child within them. Somebody could have a daughter, or something about when somebody was younger. So something, could have taken place, when somebody, was younger. There could be somebody, that could be operating, like in little girl energy. So a childish feminine energy. So just be aware. Yeah. This is the head of household card. So, like somebody, could be, like the head of their household. So, like somebody, could be a single parent, and so, yeah, of course, they would be the head of, like their household physically, you know what I mean? But yeah, the Most High God would be a head of, their household, spiritually. Somebody, could be realizing, that they should be, like the head of the household. So maybe there's somebody, that's, like not so sure about, where they're supposed to be. Somebody, needs to know that, like they need to be the head of their household, or like they need to, like start leading their life, towards, like more positive, things, so they could receive a positive outcome. But when this card comes out, being that it's the head of household card, something about taxes. I don't know, because we just saw a little girl. So something about, like somebody filing taxes. I don't know, if somebody, has done some type of tax fraud and, like filed somebody else's child on their taxes or whatever have you. But something about taxes is very significant. But somebody definitely, could be, not soaring over, like their family members, but, like somebody, could be, like doing better, than a lot of their family members out here. So maybe, there are some family members, that could be, like kind of jealous, of somebody because, they're doing better than them, but I always say everybody has the same 365 days a year, 7 days a week, 24 hours in a day to make something shake for themselves. Wow. Give me another one, please. Yeah, something about some support. Somebody definitely needs to know, that their spiritual team, is supporting them on their journey. But something about family support. Somebody is sad about some type of family support, or somebody, doesn't like the fact that somebody, receives, like family support or something like that. I don't know. Somebody, could have to go to family court. Somebody, could have to go to court, for child support. Somebody, could be posting sad things, like on the internet out here. It could be a child for somebody. So maybe somebody, needs to, like check in with their child. Yeah. We got the check in the temperature card. We got this card the other day. There could be somebody, that could be trying to check somebody's temperature out here. It could be a family member, it could be, like a ex's family member, or, like somebody's current person's family member. But something about, a DNA test. So somebody, could be getting a DNA test. I don't know, if, there's a family member, that somebody thinks is the father, of like their child, but that could be taking place. Something about, a DNA test. But we got the intuition card, one of the intuition cards in this deck. So something about, somebody knowing something. Somebody's intuition, could be really high at this time. So maybe somebody already knows something, maybe somebody, had already, like given somebody some type of advice, to do something, but maybe they chose not to do it. Maybe they're realizing now, that it was, it wasn't a good idea, like not to listen, like to, like the advice that somebody, could have given them. This could be, like a mom, telling a son, like, son, you probably need to get a DNA test, and the son probably was like, I know it's my kid, and yada yada, and blase, only, for them to, have doubts, be unsure, to the point to where now, they want to get a DNA test, but the kid, could be 8, 9 years old, so of course, it would affect the kid in a major way. Yeah, somebody's emotional out here. Somebody's very, very, very emotional out here. There could be a kid, that could be very emotional. That could be, why the kid, could be, like posting sad things, like on social media. But we have the fresh start card. So there could be some type of fresh start, that could take place for somebody. There definitely could be somebody, that wants to come in, going back to, like this checking your temperature, to see, if, you want to start over, you want to, try this again. So I feel like somebody needs to be aware. I mean, it's definitely feeling like a past person, but it could be, like somebody that somebody, could have met, 8 months ago. And somebody, could have figured out, that it wasn't going to work. So somebody walked away. But there is somebody, that, wants to try to check somebody's temperature, to see if, like we could work it out, let's let bygones be bygones. Somebody does. I mean, it don't have to necessarily be, like a lover or ex-lover, it could be, like a family member, a friend, or something like that. Wow. Somebody's skin, could be glowing out here. Somebody, could be glowing. I don't know, somebody, is pregnant. Congratulations. Somebody, could just be getting, like a lot of vitamin C, and that could be, like why their skin, could be glowing. Um, mm-hmm. Something about, some vitamins, somebody, could be taking, like instead of, like taking, like prescription medications, like somebody, could take vitamins and herbs, to cure, ailments, or to, keep their skin looking good, and firm. Keep them healthy out here. Mm. Something about, some medical records as well. So bank records, medical records, tax records. I don't know, somebody, has to, like provide, like that information to court, or if that's, like some information, that somebody's about to, like receive. Somebody possibly, is about to find out that the ball is not in their court, or there is somebody that, doesn't want the ball, like to be in somebody's court out here. Why is this head of household here? Somebody's first letter, last name could start with a C. But there is a feminine energy that's involved. This feminine energy, could be a family member. Somebody, could be seeing a lot of birds at this time, or could be hearing a lot of birds. I think I picked that energy up in a message a couple of days ago. But there could be, like a feminine energy that could possibly, try to reach out to somebody. This person, their like nickname could be Cat. Their name could be like Kathy, Catherine, Katrina. Something about a catheter as well. So I don't know, if like somebody, has a catheter, but like they're urinating, like blood. That's for somebody, not everybody. I don't know. Somebody, could have some type of deficiency out here. It could be, like vitamin C deficiency. But there is somebody, that wants to, like reach out to somebody. I feel like somebody needs to, like trust their intuition with this. Because whoever this is, they could be trying to, like check somebody's temperature. I don't know, because I've been picking up, it being hot in places, of course. Again, there's a heat wave going across, the United States. So, like something could happen, behind, like somebody being out in the heat. Somebody, could, like go to the hospital. Somebody, could be, like dehydrated. Or, they could have some type of deficiency, maybe somebody, like passes out. Why is this checking your temperature here? There could be somebody, they could try to, like question somebody. Whoever this is, they're trying to, they could be trying to figure out, like if are you gonna take him back? Is he over there? Or have you talked to her? Have you seen her? So somebody just needs to be aware. Yeah. But we got finances, so somebody, could be trying to touch somebody's temperature when it comes, like to some type of finances out here. But Pisces energy, so there's a Pisces involved. You could be a Pisces or have Pisces in your chart. Why is this checking your temperature here? Somebody definitely, could want to check somebody's temperature about somebody else. So somebody is being told, like to trust their intuition. Somebody's being told, like to not get, like in the middle of this. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with an S. Somebody's being told not to, like get in the middle of whatever this is. Because, there's, like a fresh start or some type of new beginning in place for somebody. Wow. There's also somebody that possibly, they could have, like went too far when they did something. They possibly, were trying to get the ball to be in their court, and that could be the one that could be finding out that the ball is, like not in their court. Why is this fresh start here? Somebody could be from South Carolina. Yeah. We got sad. So somebody could be sad out here. Somebody's first, middle, last name definitely, could start with an S. It could be, like a kid that could be sad. Or, it could be a masculine energy that could be sad out here. Something about, Social Security. It's a lot going on with paperwork and documents out here. Yeah, and then we got the Pentagon at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So, government. Cult, coven, organization. So, I don't know. Somebody from the government, could reach out to somebody, possibly, trying to question somebody or, trying to check somebody's temperature. I don't know, if somebody, could have, like reported something, to, like some type of agency, and that could be why somebody could be being questioned. But somebody sad out here. Or somebody's about to be. For somebody, it could be a Vindication Day because something, unjust or unfair definitely, has taken place. Yeah, somebody definitely, could be trying to reach out to somebody, to, like ask questions. So somebody definitely, being told, not to get in the middle. Whoever this person is, this is probably somebody, that, like they can't think for themselves. So whoever this person is, they possibly, they rely on other people, to think for them. Or somebody, didn't think, for themselves, so they took some type of advice that they shouldn't have, like taken. But somebody, could be, like trying to reach out to somebody because, all fingers, could be pointing at whoever this person is or whoever these people are. So somebody is being blamed for something. So somebody, could be trying to get somebody in the middle of something. Yeah, somebody is, being told not to get in the middle. Yeah, it's Vindication Day for somebody. So this Vindication Day, definitely, could, be, like a fresh start or a new beginning for somebody. Yeah, somebody definitely, realized that they listened to the wrong people. Yep, and the bad advice that they took definitely, leads to some type of destruction for whoever this is. So somebody, could have to, like make some type of decision out here that they possibly, like don't want to have to make, but yeah, the game is over. So somebody, decided, to, listen to other people and play some type of game out here. And it's over. Who's this reaching out? Yeah, the expecting a new beginning card came out in the reverse. So somebody, somebody's not going to, like receive some type of new beginning that, like they were expecting. But we got the fresh start card. So somebody is definitely, going to, start over. It's just not with whoever this is. Somebody could be sad, because, they possibly know, that they're not going to, receive a new beginning or something like that. But somebody is expecting a new beginning for sure. So going back to, somebody, so are you dating anybody, do you think we can work it out? Do you think we can let bygones be bygones? I don't know if somebody, could try to reach out and be like, that, he has a whole 3-year-old and then I'm pregnant again. Or this, whoever this is could be somebody, that somebody, could have had, like a kid or some kids with. But if y'all see on that card, yeah, somebody is pregnant out here. Be aware, of somebody, like trying to get somebody pregnant. Yeah, we got a Jezebel at the bottom of the deck. So there could be a feminine energy or a masculine energy that, yeah, like has some type of Jezebel spirit on them. There could be, like somebody with a Jezebel spirit that could be expecting a new beginning with somebody. Yeah. There could be an investigation going on. So that makes sense, why I picked up on, like bank account or, medical records, tax records. So there could be some type of investigation going on. Yeah. Somebody doesn't need to get in the middle of whatever this is. Somebody, that could be expecting a new beginning with somebody, could be investigating somebody else, to possibly, like try to, like bring forth some evidence as to why somebody, like shouldn't, want to have a new beginning with somebody. Yeah, because somebody possibly, is uninterested in somebody. So somebody, yeah, they're uninterested in somebody else. They possibly want to go somewhere else. And so, yeah, somebody mad. So be aware. Yeah, somebody could be interested in, yeah, like they're moving on. Or, like somebody, has already moved on. From, yeah, and a selfish, stubborn, arrogant, pride, and ego-driven individual out here. So there could be somebody, that's all up in their feelings and emotions, and so, yeah, they want to project, like their sadness or, they want to, like project, whatever they're going on onto somebody else. And then, yeah, thinking that they're going to, like have some type of new beginning with somebody. I don't know, somebody, could, like get a family member to reach out to somebody. But somebody, could find out that, yeah, like they shouldn't have gotten in the middle of something. Or, yeah, they're not going to be able to get in the middle of something. Yeah, because something's played out. Yeah, somebody, like investigating somebody, it's played out. Wow. Why is this expecting in the beginning here? Yeah. Somebody, could have already, like turned their back, to somebody, you know what I mean? Or somebody, could have, like, yeah, like just chose, like to, yeah, focus on themselves. I don't know, like if somebody, trying to blame, like somebody like, yeah, they turned their back on me, when, times got hard or whatever, but I feel like it's really the opposite. So, the person, that, yeah, is choosing to focus on them. Yeah, they realize, that, yeah, people turn their back on them. So, yeah, what do? They focus on themselves, they create, a better life, they switch lanes, you know what I mean? They choose, yeah, a different way, of doing it, they find new people, or whatever have you. So, yeah, somebody wants somebody back out here. Yeah, somebody, could have gotten kicked to the curb. And so that could be the person, that could be investigating somebody. But yeah, it's played out. So maybe somebody done got in trouble, and so, yeah, like somebody, yeah, like whoever this is that done got in trouble, for like investigating somebody, or, yeah, like submitting false reports, to get somebody investigated. They could be, yeah, like looking at somebody like, yeah, well, you need to help me get out of this and woo yada yada. Maybe somebody's like, nah, Or somebody, could be, realizing that, yeah, like they shouldn't have, like got in the middle of, like, yeah, like somebody's new beginning or fresh start. They could be receiving, like some karma for it. Why is this played out here? Yeah, we got keeping a promise. I feel like somebody, you know, yeah, they could have, you know, like, you know how people say it's not a threat, it's a promise, you know. So somebody, you know, could literally, yeah, threaten somebody, you know, but yeah, you know, they're saying it's not a threat. So, you know, yeah, it's a promise. So somebody, you know, could be keeping their promise on, you know, like what they threatened to do. So, there could be somebody, you know, that, you know, could have, you know, like told somebody like, look, you know, let me, you know, do what I got to do, you know, to get out of this situation or whatever have you, you know, and yeah, then I'll get back to you, you know, and somebody really thought, you know, that somebody was going to wait, you know, that's the one that could be expecting a new beginning as well. I feel like that there is somebody that's expecting a new beginning with somebody that's expecting a new beginning with somebody else, if that makes any sense. We got a thief. So there's a thief out here. So there could be a theft that could be being investigated. But going back to, yeah, like the records and documents that I was picking up on, yeah, somebody, you know, could be an identity thief out here. But we got adjudication. Something about, yeah, court. Somebody, you know, could, you know, like be getting a divorce out here. Or there's somebody, you know, that somebody, you know, could have gotten the divorce from, you know, that, yeah, want somebody back, you know. That something's played out here. I feel like, yeah, the whole situation is played out. Yeah, somebody, you know, could receive a message of concern out here. There could be a thief, you know, that could receive a message of concern. There could be a feminine energy, you know, that could, yeah, like receive, you know, like some type of divorce papers, you know, and yeah, like they ain't having it. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, like write a letter to somebody. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could receive, you know, like some information. And it definitely, yeah, could have something to do with a theft. But we got, yeah, a message. So somebody, you know, yeah, could receive, you know, like a letter. July the 14th of 2024 could be significant. So something about last year is significant. Yeah, somebody possibly knows that, yeah, like their future is over. And then we got imprisonment. So yeah, somebody possibly knows that, yeah, like their future is over. I don't know, you know, if somebody, you know, yeah, like getting locked up is played out, you know. So I don't know. Maybe somebody, you know, could be trying to, with this keeping the promise, you know, could be trying to, you know, like now, you know, like keep a promise because they could be facing, you know, like being locked up. But somebody is in spiritual jail out here or mental jail. Somebody could be in physical jail, but y'all see that little rat, you know, going back, you know, and reporting, you know. So yeah, something about somebody watching somebody, you know, and going back and reporting it to somebody. Reporting, you know, back what somebody's doing, or, you know, somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like watching somebody's social media, you know, yeah, then going back and reporting, you know, yeah, what somebody posts, you know, what they saying, what they doing. We got a soulmate and we got a false flame. Yeah, and then we got Pisces at the bottom of the deck. And then we got a twin flame. Oh my goodness. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a snake. So, yeah, this year. So, the year of the dragon and the year of the snake. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a pig. Yeah, there goes that Pisces. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have snaked somebody for some money. Or somebody is a snake out here. They just want to use somebody for money. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a tiger. Something about Pisces season could be significant. So something, you know, could have taken place during Pisces season. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rabbit. We got a masculine energy. So there's a masculine energy involved. Whoever this masculine energy is, somebody, you know, could have only known this person, you know, like for a short amount of time. Whoever this is, they could be trying to come in, you know, like as a partner or a companion out here. We got a Capricorn. So there's a Capricorn involved. Somebody, you know, could have known this Capricorn for a short amount of time. We got a Libra. So there's a Libra involved. Somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a goat. We got a Gemini. So there's a Gemini involved. And we got a horse. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a horse. Yeah, we got a dragon. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a dragon. For somebody, yeah, the runner, you know, could be the chaser, and the chaser could become the runner, is what I'm picking up. We got a Taurus. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be a Taurus. And then we have a rat at the bottom of the deck. So somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a rat. Did I say somebody's Chinese zodiac sign could be of a Taurus? My bad, y'all. Yeah, somebody could be a Cancer or a Taurus. We got health issues. So somebody, you know, could have some type of health issues out here. It could be a feminine energy, you know, they could reach out. Somebody, you know, that could be locked up could, you know, have some type of health issues. A thief could have some type of health issues. But somebody don't need to, you know, like get in the middle of whatever this is going on. This could be, you know, like people, you know, having to, you know, like learn lessons, you know, and yeah, like get some karma. So yeah, like if somebody gets in the middle, yeah, they gonna have to learn the lesson, you know. They gonna have to, you know, like get that karma. So yeah, we got a drama magnet. So there's a drama magnet out here. So somebody definitely, yeah, they possibly, you know, attract drama out here. They possibly, yeah, could attract a lot of negative things out here. And then we got this is significant. So, so I don't know. Somebody, you know, yeah, keeping their promise, which was a threat, you know. So somebody just needs to be aware. But somebody definitely, yeah, could get locked up because of some type of, yeah, threat / promise, you know, that they trying to keep. Why was this message of concern? Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an R. Whoever this person is, their first, middle, last name that starts with an R, they could, you know, have some type of health issues, or, you know, like somebody's kid could have some type of health issues. Somebody, you know, could receive, you know, like some type of message of concern about whoever this person is. But somebody definitely, yeah, we got at the bottom of the deck, believe it and you will achieve it, manifestation. So somebody definitely, you know, could be, you know, like manifesting something, you know, like a fresh start or a new beginning, or, you know, going back to, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, you know, like stuff manifesting based off of your thoughts. So, you know, if you're thinking negative, then yeah, negative things will manifest. If you think positive, you know, positive things will manifest. Wow. Why is this imprisonment here? Wow, somebody, you know, could have abandoned, you know, like their personal values, you know. So they listened to the wrong people. You know, they took the wrong advice. You know, it could have something to do, you know, with a robbery. You know, it could have something to do, you know, with you know, like dealing with people. You know, so somebody's mama could have been like, oh, I think that, you know, Kathy, you know, would be a good fit. You know, you should, you know, get with Kathy, and y'all should, you know, be a, you know, build a family. You know, and yeah. 6 months later, they find out the Kathy is, yeah, they got the Jezebel spirit on them. They're promiscuous. They sleep around. So, we got Gemini Cancer Cusper. So you could be a Gemini Cancer Cusper. Gemini Cancer Cusper season. Basically, we're in Cancer season, but you know, Gemini Cancer Cancer season. You know, like splits. So something about, you know, Gemini season going into, you know, the present Cancer season. So something, you know, could have just taken place. So somebody, you know, could have just found out, you know, they had some type of health issues. I don't know, somebody, you know, was you know, like receiving some type of karma, you know, like from the past. So somebody, you know, could have some type of karmic debt, you know, that they have to pay. So yeah, somebody don't need to get in the middle. Yeah, but we got gold digger out here. So somebody's a gold digger, Goal out here. So I don't know if somebody, you know, said that somebody was a gold digger. But yeah, somebody's a gold digger. I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, is trying to go from a gold digger to a gold digger. But we got to say something. So I don't know. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like say something when it comes, you know, like to, you know, like their health issues. I don't know, because this R word, you know, is giving me RAPE. So something about that is significant. Maybe, you know, like, yeah, like somebody has some type of health issues that stems from that, you know, maybe somebody needs to say something. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like set somebody up. If somebody was a part of something and they realized that, yeah, like they abandoned their, you know, like their personal values. Why is this R here? We got a Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn, or there's a Capricorn involved. Something about, yeah, R-A-P and R-A-P-E-N, a Capricorn. Somebody's neighbors could be involved because the neighbor's card just slipped out over. There could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they know, you know, what they have done, and maybe, you know, like they want to, you know, like reach out to somebody. We got a Libra. So there's a Libra involved. Yeah, there's some, definitely, yeah, some legal issues, you know. Somebody, you know, could be telling somebody, you know, to, yeah, like, get the, you know, like the law involved. But maybe, yeah, like whatever they're saying is false, you know. So the RAPE, the robbery, I don't know. But somebody, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is being told, you know, like to trust their intuition out here. There could be multiple people, you know, they could have abandoned their personal values. Yeah, we got March. So March could be significant. Somebody could be born in 1989. We got take action now. So yeah, something about, yeah, somebody being called to action. But I feel like somebody definitely, yeah, wants to say something, and so they might be, you know, wanting to, you know, like take some type of action now. But we have crime solved, so there could be a crime, you know, that could have been solved out here. And so maybe, you know, because some type of crime has been solved, you know, like somebody is like, nah, I ain't going out like that. So yeah, like somebody could possibly, yeah, want to take some type of action now, you know, to, yeah, like do something, you know, to try to reverse, you know, what's getting ready to take place, or, you know, like try to get somebody involved. So just be aware. Yeah, somebody could be trying to, yeah, like set somebody up, because we have, yeah, assault allegations. Or somebody, you know, going back to, yeah, somebody, you know, listen to the wrong people. And so, yeah, some bad advice leads to destruction out here. There could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could be trying to tell somebody to say something, you know, and somebody, you know, could be, you know, like, nah, I'm just going to keep it to myself. Yeah, we got class A drugs. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could be on drugs out here. Somebody, you know, could have, you know, like assaulted somebody, you know, and they were on drugs. So somebody, you know, could be like, yeah, the drugs made me do it. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be hiding out here. Whoever this is hiding out. They have money problems. Somebody could also be hiding out because of, yeah, like these allegations. I don't know if somebody's hiding out because, yeah, like a crime has been solved and they thought, that a crime wasn't going to be solved. But somebody's having money problems. And yeah, we got a Scorpio, so there's a Scorpio involved. But there is an investigation that definitely is taking place. We got the springtime. So I mean, technically, we are just a couple of days out of spring. So yeah, this is like currently happening. Yep. Somebody possibly could be taking some type of action now to possibly like say something because they possibly realize that whatever they were doing was a bad idea. We got 1987, so somebody could be born in 1987. We got a Pisces, so there's a Pisces involved for sure. There could be some assault allegations, like against the Pisces. There could be a Pisces that could have abandoned like their personal values or something like that. There could be a Pisces, that wants to have some type of fresh start with somebody. I don't know. Somebody, could be trying to, use what they got going on in their life, to try to, get some sympathy. That could be what's played out. Somebody, could be trying to, just somebody, could have made up a whole story just to try to get some money. You know what I mean? So yeah, if we make up this story, they'll get locked up, and then we'll get the money, or somebody could have tried to fraud the government or something like that. But yeah, somebody's looking stupid out here. Yeah, we got an undercover official. So there's an undercover official that is involved. Something definitely could take place within the next 3 days. Somebody could find out that it was a bad idea to do whatever they did. Like somebody could try to take some type of action within the next 3 days. But then within the next 3 days there could be some people that finds out that they barked up the wrong tree. Yeah. So whoever is resonating with this message, when they ask you how it happens, just tell them God works. So God is definitely working in somebody's life. So I don't know, people trying to say the God's not working in somebody's life. I don't know, but I feel like somebody they gonna find out that they barked up the wrong tree, and they're possibly gonna try to reach out to somebody or get somebody to reach out to somebody. Yeah, somebody doesn't need to get in the middle of this. Yeah, somebody should have taken heed to some type of warning signs out here. Or somebody, is being told, to take heed to some type of warning signs. It definitely could have something to do with some kids. But yeah, in the next, 3 days, somebody, could find out that it's gonna be too late to apologize. Somebody, could have been, gossiping about other people. And maybe, like they were, barking up the wrong tree, when it comes, to gossiping about somebody. So this is like somebody, like gossiping about other people, and they forget that they got, 100 skeletons in their closet that can come out. So yeah, in the next 3 days, somebody, could be folding under pressure out here. And it definitely could have something to do with, some spell work. So somebody, definitely, could have been doing some type of spell work. Or somebody, be aware of somebody, strategizing, planning, and plotting, to, do some type of spell work. Whoever this is, they're trying to, to destroy somebody's dream. Or, they already did it. And it was a bad idea. And in the next 3 days, they could be about to, find out that it was a bad idea and how much of a bad idea it was. Yeah, we got a child or children. So something about, somebody's child or children. Somebody could be folding under pressure when it comes to, a child or children. I don't know if somebody said that, somebody RAPED, a child or children. I don't know if somebody's, kids is on drugs. I don't know. But somebody definitely could be making a lot of people look stupid out here. Yeah, we got neighbors. So something about, yeah, somebody's neighbors could be involved. Then we got a toxic masculine. So there could be a toxic masculine that definitely, yeah, could be folding under pressure. They definitely, yeah, could have abandoned, you know, like their personal values. Something about, yeah, a false contract. Well, we did see the false flame out there. So something about, yeah, a false flame. They could have, you know, like had children, you know, with somebody, you know, that they, you know, were in a false contract with. Yep, we got mental spell. So somebody definitely, yeah. In the next 3 days, somebody, you know, can either try to do a mental spell or they're going to find out that it's a bad idea to do some type of mental spell. And then we got 808. Every time that card comes out, yeah, it gives me karma. Call up karma all across the board. Karma all around. We've looked into the angel number 808 really quick. But I want to look into it really quick again, if y'all don't mind. Angel number 808 brings a message from your angels, signifying that the impending endings in your life are a part of your soul, purpose, and life mission. Ask the angels to help allay any fears or worries you may have about these upcoming changes. You will find hindsight that the changes were necessary and ultimately very positive and beneficial for you. So somebody already saw something coming, pretty much. Angel number 808 tells you to be sure that the path you choose to take aligns with your true self on every level. Your life is for you to live, made up of your choices and actions. So make sure that they are right for you. Ask yourself, what is most important to you? Then have the courage to create your life around it. Do not fear changing paths or paving a new one if feeling guided to do so. When you live your life from a place that reflects who you truly are, the energies of the universe come together to assist you. Angel number 808 also encourages you to keep your finances in check and to ensure that you have set yourself solid foundations for yourself and your loved ones. You are to be responsible for your own income, abundance, and well-being. The universe and your angels will always support you, but it is your responsibility to ensure that you put in the proper work and effort. This will ensure the future prosperity and will help you to live up to your full potential on every level. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody being the head of household out here. And then, yeah, we got an earth angel at the bottom of the deck. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be an earth angel out here. Yeah, we got declining health. So somebody's health is definitely, yeah, declining. Whoever this is that has health issues, yeah, their health is declining. It could be, you know, like a child or some children as well. Somebody, you know, could be more concerned about, you know, like a man or a woman than they are about, you know, like, yeah, like the health and well-being, you know, of like their children. Yeah, somebody could like to drink beer out here. Somebody could be a chef, or somebody, you know, could like to cook. Somebody could be from Louisiana. Somebody, you know, could be like a plumber, or something is backed up. Somebody is backed up. This could, you know, like some paperwork could be backed up. But yeah, it's all about, yeah, somebody thinking it's a game out here. But yeah, game over. Flip. So somebody, yeah, could flip on somebody. You know, like try to flip sides. Or, you know, like, yeah, like tell on somebody. So going back to, yeah, somebody, you know, telling somebody to say something. I don't know. We got to train. So, yeah, karma definitely, yeah, could be hitting somebody or some people really hard. But something about, yeah, a train being ran on somebody. And somebody, yeah, definitely, yeah, could say that they watched. But yeah, there are some people that are about to watch, you know, some people, yeah, People are about to witness somebody or some people's karma out here. Somebody's racist out here. Somebody, you know, could like to fly, you know, or somebody, you know, like could be about to travel. Something, you know, could happen, you know, while somebody, you know, is traveling. So some type of incident, you know, could happen. Somebody, yeah, somebody knows their future is over. Yeah, and be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to, like, push somebody's buttons out here. Or, yeah, like a button has already been pushed. I don't know, something about the war, or somebody, you know, try to, you know, like start some type of spiritual warfare, or they did, you know, and yeah, like they could be finding out, you know, that yeah, like it wasn't a good idea. Under hindsight means understanding of a situation or event only after it has happened or developed. So yeah, it's too late to apologize for somebody. Wow. We got job or a career opportunity. So somebody, you know, could be about to, you know, like receive some type of job or a career opportunity. Somebody, you know, could have been trying to, you know, like steal, you know, like a job or a career opportunity for somebody. But somebody, yeah, definitely, yeah, could reach out to somebody, you know, about, you know, like some type of job or a career opportunity. But, you know, when it comes to, you know, like somebody, you know, like not getting in the middle of something, yeah, it's easier, you know, for somebody to stay silent. Or, yeah, like somebody just being told, you know, like to, yeah, stay silent. Because, yeah, somebody's blessings are definitely on the way. There is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could have ignored some type of advice when it comes, you know, like to, yeah, like psychically or energetically, you know, like attacking somebody. Wow, we got liar, liar, pants on fire. So, yeah, there's a liar out here. And somebody, yeah, pants on fire. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be burning. But, yeah, fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody, you know, could be a liar, you know, so they could lie about, you know, having all these family problems, you know. But I feel like that there is somebody, yeah, that has, yeah, a lot of stuff going on, you know. But whoever this person is, yeah, they could try to, you know, like, yeah, bring, you know, this information to somebody, you know, to try to, you know, yeah, get some type of sympathy. But we got a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, yeah, there's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius that's involved. Yeah, whoever this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is, they definitely, yeah, have some hidden intentions. And so, yeah, those hidden intentions definitely, yeah, will be revealed. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like infiltrate somebody's dreams. Somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like use somebody's so-called weaknesses against them. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, could have ignored some type of advice from, you know, like trusted people. So whoever this person is, that, yeah, it's too late to apologize. Yeah, somebody has feelings of emptiness out here. Whoever this is, you know, this person's family, you know, could have manipulated, you know, this person to betray somebody. Yeah. So somebody, you know, could get, you know, like a job or, you know, like some type of career opportunity that brings forth, you know, like some type of public exposure. Or, you know, like somebody, you know, could have a platform, you know what I mean? Somebody, you know, could, you know, like do something, you know, to where, you know, they already have some type of public exposure. And so somebody could be like, yeah, yeah, I got this going on, you know, yeah, this situation with yada yada, you know, will you know, give me some public exposure, you know, so that I can, you know, put this out. Somebody don't need to, you know, like get in the middle of anything, period. Because we got protective custody. So somebody, could be in protective custody, or yeah, like like somebody you know, mm-mm. I don't know. I feel like somebody just doesn't need to, like get in the middle of anything. Um, yeah, but somebody definitely, yeah, wasn't born to follow out here. So I feel like yeah, whatever people thought that somebody was gonna do, I feel like yeah, like somebody did the opposite. That could be why like somebody yeah is like safe, because I feel like somebody's safe. Other people ain't safe out here. We got the waxing crescent moon phase, so something about yeah the waxing crescent moon phase could be significant. um Somebody, yeah, somebody wasn't born to follow. Somebody yeah chose the good road, less the road less followed. So there are people that chose the bad road, the road always followed. But yeah, somebody is being told like to trust their knowing. So something is played out, so somebody possibly yeah could be about to try to tell somebody this whole story, to yeah like get some sympathy, um to try to get somebody to help them. Just be aware. Mm. Yeah, somebody definitely is being told, like not to sink to whoever these peoples are level out here. Because somebody definitely is seeking attention, like for their negative actions. Somebody, could, like yeah, like go public about somebody or something, you know what I mean? Or yeah, somebody, but yeah, they're just seeking attention for, like their negative actions. So they're seeking attention for, the choices and decisions that they made to put them in the position that they're in. Mm-hmm. And yeah, somebody needs to know that yeah, Angel Ariel is bringing in spiritual and physical blessings. So whatever promise that was made by like somebody's spiritual team by the Most High God, yeah, they're keeping their promise, bringing in spiritual and physical blessings for somebody. Mm-hmm. Somebody's friends or co-workers could be involved, or something about yeah like not sinking to like some friends or co-workers level. Somebody yeah, could be receiving like a new job or a new career opportunity, yeah, and it comes with new friends, new co-workers. Mm. That yeah, could be on like the same like frequency as somebody, but yeah, we got fake empathy. So somebody yeah gonna try to like show some type of fake empathy out here, or they already did, and they want like yeah like somebody to have some type of real empathy for them. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Be aware. Yeah, whoever this is, whoever these people are, yeah, they're a fair weather person or fair weather people. They're only around when the going is good. Mm-hmm. I just saw check your mail, so somebody definitely yeah could receive like something in the mail. But we got an aunt, so there could be an aunt involved. Somebody's aunt, could reach out. Somebody don't need to sink to like their aunt's level. But somebody yeah is a law abiding citizen out here, and there is somebody or some people that know, or they're about to find out, that yeah like somebody was a blessing to them, and yeah like they fumbled somebody. Yeah, we got a karmic masculine, karmic feminine. So yeah, somebody's being told, like yeah, like not to sink to these people's level. These people, yeah, they were doing things, seeking attention for their negative actions, trying to yeah, like expose, like somebody's fears and insecurities, or these people, possibly, like feel like that somebody, was trying to expose their fears and insecurities. So going back, to like somebody having some type of, like social media platform, whatever somebody does on their social media platform, yeah, these people felt some type of way about it. So they possibly, yeah, could have tried to get, like a law-abiding citizen arrested. Yeah. But somebody, yeah, there could be somebody, that could be questioned by law officials. So somebody, somebody that could already be locked up, could be questioned by law officials, and whoever that person is, like, could tell the truth. Oh no, they're a law-abiding citizen, they didn't have nothing to do with nothing. Somebody definitely, yeah, was trying to, like, put somebody in the middle of something, or trying to make it look like somebody was in the middle, and they weren't. Somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, like, there are some blessings that are on their way to them. We got a Gemini, so you could be a Gemini, or there's a Gemini involved. Somebody, could be a white-collar worker, or, have some type of white-collar job. Somebody, could work with, like, paper. There could be somebody, that basically, yeah, they forfeited their job when they decided, to, yeah, like, get involved, with whatever this is. So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, many people wait for a lifetime. Many people wait a lifetime for a moment like this. So whatever's getting ready to take place, I feel like it's something big for somebody. There could be somebody, that could be trying to, like, communicate with somebody through music as well. We got the green light. So somebody, is being given the green light, or somebody, thought that they had the green light to do something. Something about, this Leo, this Aries, this Sagittarius. For some, somebody, like, whoever this is, like, they've been given, their spiritual team has been given the green light to abandon whoever this is. So yeah, somebody doesn't even have a spiritual team, that like, is, like, protecting them or giving them information, or whatever have you. But yeah, somebody definitely, made false reports. Somebody, could have tried to make false reports, to, like, get somebody fired out here. Somebody, could have already also made false reports because, their plate is empty out here. So they want to steal from somebody, or they don't want somebody, to have a job because they don't have a job. But yeah, somebody's plate is empty. Somebody made false reports to cause somebody's plate to be empty. Somebody, could have made some type of false reports, and it could have something to do with some unpaid child support or alimony, or somebody, lied and said, somebody was making false reports about some unpaid child support or alimony. Somebody's a scammer out here. There's also somebody or some people that, are scared because somebody's positivity is courageous out here. It's contagious. So throughout, everything that somebody or some people, did to somebody, somebody still remained positive. Somebody still, tried to stay afloat. Yeah. So there's somebody or some people that, they have too many problems and not enough solutions. So just be aware. Don't get in the middle. Yeah. Somebody, could have too many problems and not enough solutions because they decided to, like, repeat a karmic cycle. Yeah, somebody, could be finding out that something is not meant to be, but it's after, a lot of stuff that's happened. Somebody just needs to be aware of, like, not repeating a cycle out here. Somebody, could be appealing a criminal case. For somebody, it could be somebody's father or somebody's baby father. Or somebody, could be appealing a criminal case, and it has something to do, with their father. Somebody's spiritual team says yes. But yeah, there is somebody or some people that have, too many problems and not enough solutions out here. And yes, good things come to those who wait. So I feel like that, like, somebody, has waited, like, for their spiritual team to move on their behalf, Somebody, has waited, for, like, their spiritual team, like, to bring them information, But we got 3 to 5 years. So I don't know, if somebody, could be appealing, a criminal case. Maybe, they could receive, like, 3 to 5 years. Or this criminal case has been going on for the last 3 to 5 years. Yeah, somebody definitely, try to manipulate their way to the top. They were trying to control, like, the narrative, like, to get their way out here. So this could be, you know, like a co-worker. This could be a boss, you know. This could be whoever, you know, these people are. Anything else? Yeah, I just seen government fraud. So something about, yeah, government fraud is very significant. Yeah, somebody tried to, try to manipulate their way to the top. They definitely, could have tried to, you know, use somebody's words against them. Yep. So somebody definitely, could be about to, you know, like receive an email out here. But be aware, because, somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like, get somebody to sink to their level. You know, somebody could be trying to, you know, like, get somebody, you know, like, to claim some type of guilt that they, you know, don't have to carry. But, somebody's breaking generational curses out here. Somebody wasn't born to follow. So whoever this is trying to use somebody's words against them, something is missing. So people could be like, well, but you said that they said that, but that's not, you know, what we heard. Or, like you said that they was going to do this, but, they go to work every day. Or you said they was on drugs, but, you know, somebody done push the self-destruct button for sure. And so, whoever this is that was trying to use somebody's words against them, their blessings are on the way. Somebody's phone is tapped out here. I think I picked that energy up on Patreon. So somebody's phone is tapped. And so somebody has receipts. It could be, you know, like a detective, investigator, you know, got receipts. You know, somebody, you know, they was trying to use somebody's words against them, or, you know, they were trying to, like, get somebody, you know, to be in the middle of something, and somebody didn't have no dealings with, you know, whatever, you know, people were trying to put somebody in the middle of. They ignored some advice out here. Somebody could have also, like, taken some type of lie detector test as well. So whoever's involved definitely, will be held accountable for their actions out here. People thought that they could cross somebody's personal boundaries without, you know, no consequences. Yep. So somebody, again, is being told, you know, to continue to trust their knowing. Somebody, you know, is being told, being told to continue to stay on the good road, you know, the road less traveled, you know, but the people do have receipts that somebody, chose the good road, the road less traveled. We got the waxing crescent moon, so somebody, you know, could have done something during the waxing crescent moon phase. But whoever these people are, they got themselves in it, and they got to get themselves out. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.